world. There's no other industry will like it. Why? One, we're the only industry in the world that know where our customers live. That's the first part. You know what I mean? We know where our customers, they don't freaking hide it. You know what I mean? People come to me all the time and go, I can't believe it. You know, that real estate company just listed Brown Street. And I go, well, let me ask you a question about Brown Street. I said, how long's Brown Street been there for? And they said, oh, 80 years. How many times have you been past Brown Street? 1,000 times. Was it there yesterday? Yeah. Do you know who owns it? Hop on the computer, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith is Brown Street, been there for 80 years. You've been past 1,000 times. Yeah. You had everything you need to list at home except the one thing that mattered, a relationship with the person who owned it. We're the only industry in the world that knows where our customers live. That's one part. Right, that's on the stock in. So let's talk about the stock out. It's the most unusual industry in the world. Why? Because we actually have to make a number of sales before we get paid. I've got to make a sale to Sam to list her home, and that's a sale in itself. What most people think is that we actually have 2 sales to make. We actually have 3. I make a sale to Sam as sale number 1 to get her listing. When I sell the house to Mark, that's sale number 3. But the most important sale in this climate is the sale to reposition Sam's thinking on price. That's sale number 2. And it's the most important sale in this climate. And yet you go to most businesses and they have plenty of structure around sale 1, a little bit of structure around sale 3, and actually no structure around sale number 2, which is the stock management part of the business. I was in a marketplace last week where the market's pretty tough, there's heaps of stock on the market, and I asked them, I put the 3 sales on the board, sale 1, sale 2, sale 3. I said, I'm going to give you 10 marbles, and I want you to allocate the marbles to where you think the most important sale at the moment is. And most of them went, you know, sale number 1, the start of the vendor, most had 4 marbles, then 3 marbles on sale number 2, and then 4 marbles on sale number 3, which is the sale of the purchaser. And they asked me what I thought it was, and I went 0, 10, 0. I said, if I came into your marketplace today, I said, stock's fallen off the trees, it would take me 20 minutes to get the stock. Then if I sold 7 houses in the next fortnight because I had a good stock management system, all of a sudden I'd have all the buyers in the world once I got the prices right, then every consumer in the marketplace wouldn't want to list with me because I've sold all the properties. Stock management is a way of thinking. It's a complete process. How strong are your stock management systems? You know, because they're the things that are going to set you apart through the next cycle. We use a process called the sequence of sale. So the sequence of sale, the first step in the sequence of sale is traffic. So as the markets get challenged, traffic comes out of the system. Already we're hearing people, I'm not getting many people through my opens as I once was, inquiries dropped off. That's called organic traffic. So we have another traffic which is called driven traffic. So the good agents know they need inspections to actually give the vendor the feedback. So step 1 is traffic. So we monitor traffic and we don't rely upon organic traffic. You know, I was saying to my staff when I owned my business in Service Paradise with Andrew and Greg was, no one's going to turn up to your open this weekend, but if no one does, I'm going to kick your ass. Meaning, you've got to get on the phones and drive traffic to your stock. We use the traffic to build a platform. The platform is a platform of information, feedback, offers, price feedback. Our research shows out of Western Australia that when we have a well-managed vendor report, we have a 30% higher clearance rate. 30%. So if you're not doing vendor reports, I say to every agent that doesn't use a vendor report, that isn't your vendor unlucky they chose you. Because you've given your vendor a 30% less chance of selling their home. Not when the market was booming. When the market was booming, you could have stuck a carrot in your ear and done anything for shit would have sold. But in this climate now, vendor reports are pivotal. And the next piece is reposition. So traffic, platform, reposition. So you can reposition 2 ways, price or method. The highest clearance rate of stock in our business is a piece of stock that was a private treaty and we converted to an auction.